Hey, Periscope. So, wanted to do part two. I should have tagged this as part two, but it is a continuation of what I was talking about earlier. I had did a scope in my car, and my phone died. How you doing? I am like no other. Thanks for joining me. I had did a scope earlier in my car, and I was talking about what brings in profit in your business. And I know I talked about, well, for myself, it's sales and marketing, and it should be for every business owner. Um, and from there, I started to go into, um, although it's sales and marketing, it's the activities that what I'm doing. And I talked about, for myself, it's person to person contact, it's the human touch, it's belly to belly. And I even went into talking about, online marketing is great. I like it. It's definitely has gotten me results in the past. But I like to also use a metaphor that a coach of mine always use. And I've heard this from other very successful people. And she talked about, farming versus hunting. And hey, thank you so much for the hearts. And so, although social media is great, online marketing is great, but it's like you're planting seeds. You know that if you do the work, you stay consistent, eventually you will reap a harvest. You know that. And that's the same strategy that I took when I promoted, when I was promoting my book. I talked about how I built a body of work. I marketed that body of work. And once when I build up a list of people who were interested in, my topic of what I was writing about, I was able to market to them on a consistent basis. But going back to what I was saying about, farming versus hunting, um, I know right now that if I want to make a particular dollar amount in my business, I have to go hunting. You say what you want. A lot of people like, oh, I use, attraction marketing online over this, that, and the other. And that's all great. I'm all for it. I believe in it. But when it comes to making a profit in your business now, what what is it that you have to do as a business owner to get profit into your business now? Because what a lot of people don't tell you is that, especially people who are saying, oh, I'm making this amount of money in social media, this, that, and the other. You have to build a online relationship with that person, because a lot of people don't understand. This is definitely for business owners who get started with online marketing. There is a psychology that the person on the other end is actually going through. And that psychology is that they don't quite know who you are, so it's going to take some time for them to maybe, to research you to find out, do you know what it is that you know? Or you're credible? Should they spend money? That all takes time. That's why I said online marketing takes time. So anyone who is using any type of online platform, they've already built that trust with the people that they're talking to, and and if they built that trust with those individuals, using Periscope for example, when people share their content, whether it's Periscope or any other type of social media platform, there's a level of trust, because people aren't just sharing anybody's information. But when you're dealing with the belly to belly, the human interaction, people get to see who you are. They get to, see how you look, see your facial expressions, read your body language. They know right off the bat if they want to do business with you. It doesn't take any time, for them to, figure out, if they want to, do business. Because at the end of the day, I mean, of course, yeah, people are going to do their due diligence with business. A lot of times, people aren't going to just say, pull out their checkbook and say, hey, let's, get started. But there can be a level of trust that can speed up the process. And that's what the offline world does. And so I know for myself, and I also did a video, but it wasn't a Periscope. It was a video that I uploaded on YouTube, talking about the part of business that's not glamorous. And I know for myself, the sales and marketing part of it is not glamorous, especially when I have to go out in public. Because when I did the first scope, I don't know if I got a good visual, but my car said it was 105 degrees here in New Jersey. Now, of course, that's the car temperature. Outside had to be about 90-something degrees. Do I want to spend my day doing sales and marketing? You know, like I said, meeting with other business owners, building rapport? No, I would love to be on the beach. Yesterday, I was on the beach. I would love for today to be a beach day. But it's the part of my business that I have to do. So going back to what brings in profit for your business, I'll never forget years ago, when I worked as a financial advisor, and there was a top producing guy who was in, you know, at that broker dealer, and he was located right here in New Jersey. And I never forget, people always used to say, oh, how are you building your business? You know, how is it that you got so much, so much money, assets under management, so much money, with people rolling over, millions of dollars with you. And he always said, and I'll never forget this, if I'm in my office and I'm looking at the computer, I am doing something wrong. If I'm in front of a client, I am doing something right. And so what that meant is that the large portion of his day was spent dealing with clients. Whether it was a one-on-one meeting, whether it was some type of seminar he was doing, whether it was some type of workshop, but at the end of the day, he knew what brought in money in his business. And he always said that if you look at the activities of the person who is trying to become a top producer at the broker dealer, or trying to, be part of the $1 Million Round Table, look at their activities. And I discussed that in the video that I did. I didn't put it on Periscope, but it's always, it's the activities that's not going to bring you revenue into your business. And that's why he said, I have a staff of people who do all the internal stuff. I don't need to be in my office staring at the computer, looking at how the market is doing. I have the broker dealer for that. I don't have to worry about keeping clients' files, in a uniform manner. I hire somebody for that. The only thing that I need to do is, cultivate the customer relationship, the client relationship. And so he knew what brought in the revenue into his business. And that's the same thing with any business owner. So I don't knock social media. I don't, Periscope is great, but keep in mind, I know what brings in money for my business. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing a lot of scopes if I know at the end of the day, I'm not going to make X amount of dollars. So that's all that I have to do for today, because my family is coming in. And so thank you so much. Continue, giving me hearts, share with anyone that that would get value from this scope. And also, if you want to learn more about me, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you want to learn more about me, go to www.leverage-results.com. And keep in mind, pay attention to what's bringing in the profit into your business. So once again, this is Lorelia, and I will talk to you in the next scope. Bye-bye.